So let's look at the instructor view of the portal. I've changed my user role as from student to instructor for this demonstration. So I'm logging back in using my GitHub. It should already direct me because it already knows me. So this lands me into the actual land dashboard of the portal, where an instructor, as you can see from the left hand side, can choose have access to these 5 tabs. You might have noticed some of those tabs and the students are not here, and additionally there is more than what students could view. The home tab simply has all the details of the modules, like an overview, how the students could view. They can still go and view details. The request tab is where the instructors can access the different types of requests, or let's say the request to access the portal submitted by different students. So the instructor can also determine where to send the notifications when the students try to log into the portal. This could allow instructors to add new email here, so that whenever new students come in and they need to access, then a new notification is triggered to whatever new email that we can provide here. The users requests table basically lists all the users that are trying to request access. Here you can see 3 students have already had access. So there's one that did not have access. So whenever instructor goes here and says grant access, then the access status turns into yes, simply saying that the user can now access the web portal. Again, the instructor can go back and deny the access whenever at any time, or they even can delete the request. The instructors also can add any new request to enter the web portal as to treat as an instructor, basically. So if we want multiple instructors to have access to this portal, an already present instructor can simply treat a new user trying to log in as instructor. So the third tab is a course editor, which allows instructors to first of all add new courses to the list of whatever there is in the catalogs. Currently there is 4. So when instructor goes and says create new course, they can provide information on what to call that lab, or different types of information here, and also provide some sort of questions and like survey questions, technical questions, and so on and so forth. And when they and then also along with that, the instructors can access these courses, delete them, view them, and also modify them. The fourth tab is students, which is simply the overview of student in terms of where they are, how many labs they've completed, their ranks, and stuff like that. So when I click on this simply gives me a list of students where I can go on and say view, which will show the status of the student completing somewhere, like completing the lab, progress, scores, and ranking, and all that. And the fifth tab is student progress, which is basically the telemetry of, or let's say the statistics of the web portal. Initially, as the instructor lands into this tab, what shows is the number of enrollments over a period of time, which is actually set as every month. So for all courses, you can see there are 6 enrollments total, the 4 in August and 2 in July. And the instructors can also drill down into more details of these labs simply by pressing some of these courses. So when they click on one of these courses, then you can see that there's more details on that information. So you can see the peer ranking here. So the rank 1 gets the award of gold. 2 and 3 have simply the same score, so they get the same reward. Whereas the 4th one has not gotten above the threshold of 50 and above to get an award or a trophy, so they do not have awards. So they are treated in this range here, 0 to 49. And then there is 70 to 89. So yeah, I don't have a bronze, so that's why the void from 50 to 70. And then the gold, and the gold is for 90 to 100. And it also provides a card which shows the average of students in terms of how many have been completed, what was the highest score, average score entirety in the entirety of a certain lab, and least score depending on however the score is laid out. So this simply concludes the web portal. A few points to remember is right now we have an end-to-end for the Kubernetes. Some of these other labs still have are being worked. So we can see the flow entirety of the flow from this particular lab. Every time when a new user tries to log in, also what happens is they need to submit a request, which I discussed in the request tab. So whenever they say send a request, then that request will trigger the email, which will allow the instructor to understand that there is a new student trying to access, so that they can go to the request tab and then grant them access, and also at any point deny them. And yeah, that is the end of the demonstration. Thank you.